I thought I'd come back and give you a little tutorial on how I get my hair dry after I take a shower. The first thing I do is I put it in this Turby Twist. I have two Turby Twists, so I take the first one and I put it on my hair until I get dressed. As you see, I'm dressed. I didn't come in front of the camera undressed. That would have been more viewing than you wanted. So I take the first Turby Twist off after I'm dressed, and I'll go get my second one. Take my second Turby Twist and put it on. What I try to do when I put my Turby Twist on, instead of bringing my hair up over the center, I actually bring it to the side because my hair tends to tangle if I go completely upside down with it. So I prefer to keep it to the side and then put it in the Turby Twist. So I don't know if you're able to see very well here, but anyway, so I put all my hair in the Turby Twist. So this is my second Turby Twist. The first one just gets totally soaked and it's hard to get my hair dry after that. So after I put the second one on, then I go about my the rest of my routine, which consists of getting my contact lenses in, brushing my teeth, putting moisturizer on my face. So I'll fast forward through that part and come back as soon as my hair is a little bit drier. Alright, so hopefully I fast forwarded through all of that and you didn't have to wait too long, and I'll give you the actual time when I go back and edit it so that you know how long it actually took me. So I take my hair out of my second Turby Twist, and at this point I divide my hair in half and I bring it forward to the front, and I'm using It's a 10 for my detangler right now, but I definitely plan on switching to something a lot cheaper after I get done with this bottle. So, but anyway, I use this as a detangler and I just spritz that in my hair. My pump is not wanting to work. Well, a lot of it came out at the top of the pump, so I'm just going to squirt it and just rub it on my hair like that. Okay, so I'm using this right now, but I will be using something a lot cheaper. I think Tresemme has a pretty decent one, so I'm going to probably go with the Tresemme one that I saw. It's a little split end repair one or something like that. So after I put that in my hair, then I take this jojoba oil. It's just pure jojoba oil from Now brand. And I have had this bottle at least since the year 2005, and it's now 2014, so it's lasted me 9 years. So it's lasted me a long time. Just take a little dribble of that, get it in between my hands, and I put a little bit on each side. Not a lot, just a little bit to keep my hair moisturized, to keep the moisture in when I washed my hair. So then I use a little bit of pure argan oil. I don't know if you can see, the light's kind of bright there. There, maybe that helps. From Shea Terra Organics. I'm using a little bit of that with this Fantastic Sam's Shine Serum. I found something a lot cheaper that I like though, so I'm not going to be buying this again. This was $10 for this little tiny 1.7 fluid ounce bottle. I found this at Walmart. It's way cheaper, and it does the same thing. It's 5 ounces, and I'm sure it wasn't $10. I think it was like $4 or less. So I like this much better, and I'm switching to this as soon as I empty this one. So, but for now I'm using this. This one has a little bit of protein in it, and this one does not. So I try to actually switch back and forth a little bit. Since I didn't use any protein in my hair today, in my conditioner, I'll probably use just some of this, kind of going back and forth a little bit. So I'm trying not to use too much of that, maybe like a little tiny, like a pea-sized amount. And then this just comes in a squirt, so I just squirt one squirt on to to my hand. I mix that together, and then I focus on the bottom couple of inches of my hair and really work it into those ends. Now, if I was to wear my hair down, this would probably be too much oil for my hair. It would look oily. But since I'm planning on wearing my hair up, this helps control my flyaways and keeps my hair moisturized. So if I was to wear my hair down, I would probably use half as much, but use the same products that I'm using. Okay, so I'm going to put all that away, and then I'm ready to finger comb it out. So I just start at the bottom and start finger combing it out. I did detangle it before I got in the shower, so all I'm doing now is just a little bit of detangling. It's not very tangly. It shouldn't be very tangly. Another tip, if you're going to be wearing your hair down, is to put those oils that I'm using right at the nape of your neck. Those oils will help keep the nape of your neck area from tangling up. So, but I don't wear my hair down very often. If I do tend to remember to put some of that there. Okay, after I get my hair most of the way detangled, I go ahead and I comb out these bangs. I'm not going to be keeping them, like I said in my last video. I'm going to go ahead and let them grow out. But in the meantime, I have to tame them or else they drive me nuts. So I have to re-wet them to get them to lay flat. I have a cowlick right there in my hair, right there, and it makes my bangs go really wonky right there. So anyway, after I get my bangs combed so that they'll go straight, then I can go ahead and I blow them dry with my blow dryer on cool. I think I plugged in my light in the wrong plug, so I'm going to change my plug here. There we go. Alright, so okay, well that's good enough for me to be reasonably happy with them. They're not completely laying flat and dry, but they're better than they were, so I'm going to leave them. The next thing I would do is I dry out the rest of my hair, and I do use my blow dryer on cool. And I use this technique here that I think is the technique that Medora on LHC has used. I think that this is what she was describing, taking sections of the hair and just letting them fall like this. But I use it with my blow dryer on cool, and I get my hair dry enough to put it up within about 10 to 12 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and blow it dry, and I'll fast forward through this part too, I'm sure. So alright, so at this point my hair is not all the way dry, but it's dry enough I could probably put it up without it driving me crazy, and I feel like I can use a comb on it now without causing damage. I just caught something right as I said I was not going to cause damage. I just felt a snag right there in my hair. I don't feel it again. Maybe I broke a few hairs. So I like to get my hair dry as quickly as possible, just because it's easier to work with when it's dry than if it's wet. So it's most of the way dry now. I probably should run my blow dryer a little bit longer, but I like this fanning technique that Medora described on LHC because it's a great way to get it dry. And if you'll notice with my blow dryer, I always keep it at the same angle from the top of my hair because I'm trying to not tangle the hair again while I'm trying to dry it. And if it's pointing down, it just keeps it from tangling as much. So I'm going to dry it a little bit more with my blow dryer. It's about halfway dry right now. If I was going to stay at home and if I was just going to be on the computer or something, I would probably leave it at this point and just let it dry on its own. But I've got errands to run, and so I'm going to get it all the way dry, or at least a little bit more dry than this, so that I can put it up. It's almost dry enough now I would want to put it up, but I'm going to go ahead and dry it some more. Alright, at this point it's dry enough to put up, so I'm going to go ahead and put it up for the day. Maybe I'll show you a cinnamon bun. That's pretty simple. Cinnamon bun is a basic bun that everybody generally does. I like to use spin pins when I do a cinnamon bun. So these hair screws or spin pins. It takes 2 to secure the style, and then I use a 3rd one to decorate because this is a pretty copper flower that I've got. It's a spin pin flower, so I use that because I think it's pretty. So I'm going to go ahead and put my hair up. Alright, so gather your hair and begin twisting it. And then coil the twist around. Be careful not to go too tight with your twisting or with your coiling, or else you'll end up with what they call a bee-butt bun. Then I tuck it under, and I use a spin pin here. And then I use one on the other side. And then I like to use my copper one on top just to decorate it, because I think it's pretty. Wait, it's getting caught in the other spin pins. That has never happened to me before. There we go. And then I'm going to take my broken mirror, here it is, my broken mirror, and take a look. Yep, that's a cute little cinnamon bun. Let's see if we can get nice and close for you to see it. There you go. And that's how I do my hair in the morning. Thanks for watching. Bye.